Welcome to the final part of Mario RPG. And for those of you who are about to say, but you haven't fought Culex yet, shut up. I will fight Culex later.
We won't be here for it, but he will.
Yep.
Yeah, these two may not be here for it, but I will show off Culex later. The only reason I'm not doing it now is because I don't feel like doing it, to be perfectly honest.
I don't feel like staying.
mention-
I don't feel like staying here for 40 turns.
Yeah, not to mention.
Pretty much.
But
I mean,
it's also
I
just
could
like
fight
because if you go and fight Culex and then come back to fight Smithy, it's entirely anticlimactic.
Yeah, basically. And while I could probably beat him now, I personally like to be around level 28 or 29 just in case. But the nice thing about this version, which is something I'm still debating on, yeah, I'm finally showing off the scrapbook just to show the last part of it. Culex just takes forever. And while it's cool to show him off, like unless these two absolutely want to be in part of it for either the first version or the post-game variant, they will let me know later. But I'm not going to do him yet. Instead, we're just going to finish the main game for now.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me.
Yeah, like I said, if you guys don't want to be there for when I show off Culex, if I do, I don't blame you, because that boss fight is probably going to be like a 45-minute video.
Mario's like, yeah, grab my shit.
Oh boy, I wonder who I'm going to be. I wonder whose owner I'm going to be.
Good thing when I jumped down here, I didn't step on the freaking drill bit that was flying out of there.
You saved my life. We are eternally grateful. Wait.
I do like this though, where Smithy's whole thing looks a lot more badass. Like,
Oh, you finished your tour of the factory. How about a demonstration?
yeah, maybe you should have made your factory bigger than 4 floors.
Too bad. Go fall.
And now to finally end the running gag. Even Smithy never knew who the fuck Mario was this entire time.
Son of a bitch.
Like, I've been hearing that name all over the place. Who the fuck?
He's apparently heard who we are, but
I'm
he
going
never
rather
knew
fond
who
of
we
this
were.
place. Yeah.
Fine. I want.
Better yet.
Just leave. What if I want to stay? Why
Give
don't
me
you
your
give me your
stars.
so
I can
take over
conquer the
fucking
world. I can get rid of all wizardry and food with weapons.
Here's the thing, Smithy. We've already done that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do it again.
Humans already took over the world with weapons.
Well, fuck it. I'll do it again.
God, this version of the final boss theme is so good. Yoko Shimomura is a genius.
It definitely is good.
Yeah.
So, Smithy, you can also fight the Smeltrix, which you're gonna want to do because that damn thing's gonna keep making
I'm spitting hot
shice.
fire.
It's hot fire. Hell yeah.
Yes, you are. Die.
Roar.
And thankfully we're super fast. Smithy always starts the fight off using Sledge. It's really obnoxious.
It's also
Not like
funny.
it even does anything.
It's also
It is
really
funny.
funny.
It is really fun.
I don't know why, like, I see that. Like, you ever see that Simpsons couch gag where it's like the giant foot just stomps on the family as soon as...
Yes, that was one of my favorite ones growing up because it's the most random thing ever.
Like, I think of that every time I see that one.
And this is why you want to get rid of the Smeltrix, because then Smithy's gonna make this Shiper. And the Shiper itself isn't that big of a deal. It doesn't have that much HP, but the problem with it is that it spams Sword Rain, and it's really well, when it feels like it anyway.
I thought you were gonna peek at the. I thought you were gonna peek the shelter again.
You messed up.
No.
Oh, never mind. I thought you did.
No, I got it.
Piping hot.
He's rushing. Sledge.
Bonk.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
God damn it.
Long sledge.
Yeah, I was hitting the wrong... Ow. There we go.
Where's Sword Ring?
That's what I'm waiting
You
for.
already thought peeked
Oh.
everything.
Yeah, this was like I think what happened was I was distracted by something online and I forgot which one I actually got. But it's fine. We're good. Even if you go all out, you usually are not going to kill the smelter fast enough before he makes 2 shysters. And at this point, I'm just like, you know what? I'll give Geno something to do. I mean, this is technically his villain, so hey, Geno boost.
Yeah, you don't even have to worry about losing the.
faster.
You don't even have to worry about losing the debuffs until you get to the final phase, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because yeah, which I didn't know for sure if the final phase was considered a separate boss. Like I know it is for the. I know it's considered a separate boss for. Oh God, Sword Rain, Lloyd, what the fuck?
I like how Sword Rain is literally just chucking swords at you.
Right? And it's the only one that actually looks like rain. Actually, no, there's 2 other. Ow!
Damn, Geno's already almost halfway dead.
Yeah, it's almost like Geno doesn't have a lazy shell or a super suit equipped.
Well, that sounds like a him problem.
That sounds
Not
like
my fault. I only get
sounds
one
like a
version
personal
of both of
problem.
them. Not my fault. The game only gives me one version of both of them.
Laser.
If this game had an item duplication glitch like most other Squaresoft RPGs, I would have totally duplicated the super suit.
Would you really want that though?
Just for the hell of it, yeah.
Bonk.
Ow! Stop that!
Oh.
There we go. I do like this boss theme though. It's probably my favorite song in the game.
I like the. Yeah, like the,
There it is.
Like both forms, like both of their themes are very good, but I have a partiality towards the final boss or like the final form.
I like both of them. I just something about this one feels more like a final boss theme. Than the God damn it!
I think it's because like the organ.
I get you.
Calm down, Smithy.
it has
It looks like a
Calm down,
geyser.
Smithy. You're a robot. Don't get so worked up. Think of your blood. You're a robot.
I have blood.
He's built this yesterday.
You just built it. I love the implication of that. That like they literally the first thing they do when they build Exor is just go like just there. Drop it in that thing right there. I don't care.
Holy crap!
Oh, come back from the dead. Oh God, holy crap.
Oh,
Yeah. Nightmare fuel. In
My
the original
magnificent beard.
Yeah, they changed this up a little bit. In the Super Nintendo version, the entire floor was Smithy heads.
My form is so wrong. I'll show you my real form, my true power.
Because it's suddenly a shonen anime now. Let's do this shit.
No, it's not shonen anime. It's an RPG trope.
That too. And by show you true form, I mean I literally just take the beard off.
Whoa.
Like, as much as I enjoyed this version of, or like this phase's music, like, it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't have as much bass as the original one that I've heard.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's not bad, but it's definitely, like, the original version of this definitely has more, like, boom to it.
Yeah, I get you. I still like it though.
That could be a problem.
Be a problem. So you want to do as much damage to his head as you can because so this is the gimmick for Smithy is that he keeps swapping his head. The first head that you see has the lowest defense, so you want to do as much damage to that as possible. His body has 1,000 HP, and every time you kill it, he just can't use his hammer or his machine gun hand.
By the way, I should mention all of his heads have different thought peaks.
Yep.
Yes, they all have different thought peaks. But the nice thing is if you get the critical thought peak on one of them, it gives you all four. It gives you all the heads.
Oh, it does.
Peaks, thankfully. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but I want to read them now.
So I was really trying to show off all 4 forms that he has, but just like with But just like with the other bosses we were fighting that had random things that can... Okay, so whenever he says that, that's when he can attack. That's when his body comes back. But as I was saying, just like with all the bosses I was fighting with earlier to try and show off their extra stuff, it's completely random what head Smithy decides to pick, and it's also random when he decides to switch. And there's times where he can go from like being the tank head to switching out to still being the tank head again.
Yeah.
He's done that to me He's done that to me before, where he's like changed heads, but he changed to the same head 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I think I had that one with like where he has like the freaking the box head, and then he switched over,
Yeah.
and then he changed back, and then changed back into the box head.
Yeah. So this is his magic head, which is probably his most dangerous one. He's just going to use all the same spells that his first
Jesus
one did.
fuck!
Again, that's not sword rain. You're doing it wrong.
What are you talking about? I'm doing it right.
It's literally raining swords.
Besides, my sword rain came out first. Actually, no, it didn't. Tales of Fantasia came out before this game. Shut up!
Fuck.
Yeah, he does have Dark Star.
Also, for some reason with this version, I don't know why they gave the mage form a nose, because he didn't have that in the Super Nintendo version. It looks really weird.
Dark. Take that.
Ow. As far as I think if I remember correctly, the mage form has the lowest physical defense, which makes sense. Which I find out makes him go by a lot faster than he did in the original, because he's already dead.
Yeah. Hell, even when I played it,
I didn't expect to kill him this fast.
What do you expect when you
I
have
thought
you have the lazy shell?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but even with the lazy shell, it normally doesn't do that much extra
Bullshit,
damage. Yes! I'm very slowly exploding. Also, I'm apparently being held together by freaking chains.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, why was I built with a bomb inside me?
Oh,
And we all died. We literally all should be fucking dead.
nah, we're cool.
It blew up the entire factory. How did we survive
And
that?
Exor died, and Exor died because he had no more lungs.
Also, an interesting thing, when they showed the original trailer for this, everyone thought they were going to actually change the color of the stars because the final star was violet for some reason. But it's yellow in the it's gold in the original version.
It's mine! All mine! Come back! No!
Yay, we did it.
Kirby, damn
All
you!
7 star pieces.
I was gonna take over the world with that.
Now we can summon Shenron and just wish for nothing and just wish for everything to just not have happened.
No,
Wait.
no. We can bring back Chien. We can bring back Master Roshi, Chaozu, and Krillin.
What?
He's like, all right, time for me to die. Bye, everyone.
He's like,
Now it's time for me
he's like,
to not
what?
exist.
Bowser's out of everyone. Bowser should be like,
Right?
I never really liked him in the first place.
He always had a mouth on him. I never liked him.
I thought your
Basically.
hat was a nose.
Honestly, I thought it was supposed to be hair, but apparently those curves are supposed to be eyebrows.
Okay, blind my eyes, why don't you?
Bye, Gino. We'll never see you again.
Then Bowser stomps on it. Oh, my bad.
We'll never see you again. We'll never see you again. Even in the one game where you did have a cameo, the remake they took you out.
Yep.
I don't know why the remake for.
I know why.
They probably couldn't get the permission again like they did in the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Because Gino is technically owned by Square, not Nintendo.
Yeah,
It's
so I think they had
double-owned.
to ask.
It's a joint ownership.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even in the original Superstar Saga, at the very end, like,
It's like despite
Gino being a Nintendo character, all rights are owned by Square Enix.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
No, I think it's like regardless of any of the above, Geno is
Yeah, it's something about like something referencing the fact that Geno is technically still owned by Square Enix.
yeah, and I'm just guessing Alpha Dream couldn't get the permission again.
Yeah. Also, still unfortunate that Alpha Dream kind of went under, but
Mallow, you have a baby now. What are you gonna do with it?
Finally, I can go back to my castle.
yeah, that's how my brother and I were like Bowser just is happy that the sword is gone.
He's all, yay!
All right, so this is kind of a long ending. So if you guys want to do your final thoughts now, go ahead.
It's a good game.
This ending's putting me to sleep.
I mean, Well, I'm just like, it is definitely the RPG of all time.
There you go, thank you. It summed up my thoughts exactly.
They did slightly change it. For once, they actually remembered that Gaz exists, because this wasn't in the original ending.
Yeah. But it's just more the fact that, like, overall, it's, like, this is a well-loved RPG. It's probably a lot of people's very first RPG, and it holds a lot of sentimental value, but it's just like, if you're going into this expecting, like, this super grand adventure, no, you're not gonna get it, honestly. Also, what the fuck?
Yeah, Booster wants to get married, and then he realizes that Valentine is a jerk.
She's like, oh, he's like, even I have standards, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And Dodo's like, what the fuck?
What about you, Luigi?
Logic already shared my final thoughts.
That's fair.
But
like, it's
I want this as my
like
desktop.
Yep.
It's a really good picture.
Jojo.
No, it's not JoJo, it's Shark.
Shark Jojo.
He's Jonathan Jones, so he's JoJo.
Yeah.
He really is.
Throw a ball in his mouth.
play some b-ball.
So anyway, this is my favorite part of this whole ending. This is Bowser's finally fixing his castle, but then this shy guy just stole his clown copter. Like, the fuck! Get back in here and finish building my castle, you bastard!
But your son gave me a copter.
But anyway, so for my final thoughts, since this was like most people, this was the first RPG I actually finished on my own. It wasn't the first one I ever played. The first real one I actually played was probably Earthbound. But this was the first RPG that I ever finished on my own, so I have a lot of sentimental value for it. And as a remake, this is very faithful to a fault. I kind of wish they added a little more to it, but at the same time, they did just enough new to it that it's worth getting, in my opinion. I know a lot of people think that it's overpriced. So I was like, why is a remake of a 25-year-old game $60?
I'm gonna interrupt you for like 2 seconds. This is the only time you'll ever see Luigi in the actual game.
Yes. And this, he did start the tradition of every Mario RPG ending with a parade, though.
Most of them, anyway.
Except for Sticker Star, because nobody talks about that game anymore. But yeah, I do really like this game still. Most of it is absolutely nostalgia, but I do think the game still holds up despite it kind of having parts that have aged.
Amazing that they actually kept in JB.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's one of the things I'm surprised they didn't edit. Yay, the tadpoles are finally turning into frogs.
Hell yeah. Now, what was I gonna...
kill the frogs!
Another thing I want to add in, like you said, the game is faithful to a damn near fault, because a lot of people want to pick this up, like, and they just added so much that they're like, they added things that made an already easy game even easier.
Yep.
But I also like, even with like some of the more recent like Final Fantasy remakes and all that, including like the pixel remasters, they at least give you the option nowadays anyway to, like, maybe have the XP that you get, or just don't even, or like make it so you make it as comfortable or as uncomfortable as you want it, you know?
Right.
Because just like, oh,
Also,
like you want a low-level Final Fantasy IV run? Go right ahead. Disable getting any EXP at all. Have fun with that. That's your problem.
yeah. Right.
And,
Which is something that Bravely Default started, which I'm still glad they did.
oh yeah, that's totally good because just like, oh, I don't want to overlevel, but I do want to like grind for like this item, so I'm just gonna disable EXP gains, and now I could just grind for an item if I want to. That's good shit. The fact that they didn't even consider that for this, or...
Oh, hold on. This is my favorite part of the parade.
oh,
Just all the random shit happening. Somehow Booster ends up stealing Bowser's copter, and they're all being chased by beetles. I don't know what's going on.
This is somehow your
so you're like,
Booster. This is somehow your fault.
right?
It's entirely Booster's fault. He stole Bowser's clown copter.
We're here too.
Right. Oh look.
Hey, there's the blade that we never actually fought. We just kind of stood on it and it exploded.
Yeah, that's alright.
Get fucked.
Fuck all of you.
Get fucked. You all sucked. I even brought you back to life and you still failed.
Wait for we're the.
Thankfully, this ending is not like the credits for Sonic Colors, where they start thanking like every single freaking branch of Nintendo ever existing.
Hell yeah.
I mean, they got some of it, but it's not something weird like how long are the credits for Sonic Colors? Doesn't that go on for like a half an hour?
A good 20. It's 20 minutes if you do not skip, because it's just the credit sequence. It's just showing the names that you can interact with, and it's just yeah, that's really about it.
It might actually Sonic Colors on Switch might actually be longer with the credits because they have to add all the new people that worked on the new version.
I wouldn't know since I never bothered getting the remake.
I didn't either because I heard that the
remastered.
remake, the port was not good at all.
It's been patched up. It's been patched up since then, but yeah.
Good. Also, the giant mushroom flower and the giant star are a reference to if you bought a bunch of fireworks at Moleville, it changes what the final set of fireworks looks like.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to spend 2,500 coins on fireworks to get a star as your final fireworks set, I mean, what else are you going to spend your money on? They did change up the ending a tiny bit.
Not by much.
Yeah.
That they actually let Mallow and Bowser show up at the very end. They didn't do that in the Super.
It would be
Nintendo
funny
version.
if they treated like treat Gino like Buzz Lightyear and he just loses his arm.
God damn it. Also, why are we keeping Gino? Shouldn't we give that back to Gaz? The poor kid probably wants his toy back.
He's got another one.
Yeah, he was playing with it right when we finished the game.
Also, I want to make mention that they literally reused Bowser's laugh clip from Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh, they reuse that laugh clip all the time. So that firework is different based on how many fireworks you buy.
Wow,
that's literally the only change.
Wow, Mario, even I can spend more than that.
I'm out of here.
If you buy 0 to 1 set of fireworks, you get a mushroom. 2 to 3, or 2 to 4, you get a flower. And if you buy 5 sets, you get a star.
Me personally, I'd probably just get a star.
And we'll never see Gino again because he literally turned into the D of the end, so he's gone.
Wow, dude.
This is why you'll never see Gino again. He's dead.
He's D for dead.
He's literally gone.
Yeah, Pizza Tower fans see him turn into a D. Wow, what an awful rank.
God damn it. And then if you leave the credits running for a little bit, you get a music box variant of the Mario theme, which I actually really like.
Sorry, I had to turn the light on in my house because it was getting so dark that I was falling asleep.
Damn, alright.
I'm sorry.
So thank you. So that's Mario RPG, a really fun RPG. I think this is worth buying on Switch, even if you've played the Super Nintendo version. But if you think it's overpriced, I completely understand that too.
Yeah, for some that's kind of not like a criticism, but it's definitely like a consideration. Just like you don't want to spend $60 on a recreation of an old RPG. And it's just like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I can too. It's completely justifiable to not.
No, I'm not gonna buy Nintendo. I'm not gonna buy Nintendo stuff because they took down all these 20-year mods from Gmod.
Jesus.
And at the time of this recording, so after a while, you can save your clear data, which is what the star is for, and this is how you can go back and fight all of the extra bosses.
And unfortunately, that 7th star at the very end is never actually fully obtainable.
Sadly, yeah. As for the New Game Plus, if I feel like going back to this game later, it'll be on my own, because I'm pretty sure these two are RPG'd out at the moment, and we have other things to commentate on.
We got shit to do.
We got a lot of shit.
So thank you two for joining me on one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I'm glad it exists on Switch for people to play again. And hopefully at the time of this recording, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door should be coming out in about a week and a half, so hopefully that's just as good.
Mario wakes up in his house. Oh, that was some lucid dream.
Hey Mario, I got a letter from the princess. Go to Rogueport. Fuck.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, no, Luigi has that letter.
Damn.
He's still not invited.
Luigi's adventures in the Waffle Kingdom will never happen.
Except they totally do, but they happen off screen. Luigi's so